So I mentioned a while back that there was a problem, an error actually, in the original program, at least as far as I understand the requirements, is that you're allowed to click outside the drawing rectangle and draw vertices. So that shouldn't be allowed. So let's now that we have a good understanding of how the program works, let's fix that. So we can go down to, we know where the clicks get handled is in this mouse pressed method. So what we can do is, right after we collect the points, we can see if we're in bounds or not. And we can basically just only do this stuff down here if we're in bounds, right? So let's see. I guess all this stuff. So all this stuff is going to be done if we're in bounds, right? So let's just let's see, how do we want to do this? I think well, how about we do it this way? Let's say, because I want to, what I'm thinking is I don't want I want this getting too big, this method. So I'm just going to extract all of this stuff and just call it, you know, add vertex XA, YA. And we're only going to add a vertex if we're in bounds. So let's refactor and introduce method add vertex. And say OK. And then I'm going to create a method called, let's say, if in bounds XA, YA, then add that vertex and repaint. And let's format that. Okay, so now we got a complaint here because we don't have that method. So I can just say create it. And then I'll go down here. Where did I add? Okay, for inbounds, and I'll just return what's required for something to be in bounds. So something has to be in bounds if, oops, return, well, XA has to be, what? Has to be less than, so the left-hand side is going to be negative R width divided by 2, right? We're centered at 0, 0. And I'm sorry, so XA has to be greater than that, right? Let's say greater or equal. We can even be right on the line. What the heck? And XA is less or equal to, or let's make it strict. And XA is less than R width divided by 2. And what else? We don't have to do the Y's, right? YA. Yeah, we could just make this XY, right? X, Y. Okay. And Y has to be greater than minus R height divided by 2, and Y has to be less than R height divided by 2. And then only in that case are we considered inbounds, and can we actually add a vertex. Alright, so let's see if that works. Boom, boom, boom. Can we add a vertex? No! Ah, look, if we click outside, we're no good, but we can still click inside. And yoink. Hey. Nope. Alright. Looks like we're good. So see, we did do a whole lot just to make that tiny change. We did a whole lot of analysis, but you can see that you can see the value of doing the analysis, right? And especially if we had to make more extensive changes, it really helps to do refactoring before you make changes, just so you can understand what's going on, and it just makes your development part, your modification part, a lot easier.